Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Wednesday, March 5th, 2014. Well, yesterday sure was an eye-popper for the bulls. There was no real announcement over here scheduled, but the possible resolution of the conflict in the Ukraine had everybody really going crazy, pumping up the prices of all the stocks and just reconfirming to me that we are in a bubble, but who knows how big this bubble can expand before it pops. For today we have 4 gold stars, maybe some announcements you may want to pay some attention to, but not all that market affecting. At least that's what the anticipation is, and the beige book is always kind of interesting to take a look at that if you have some time. Let's shoot across the pond and see what's going on in Asia. There's really no solid direction there. Some up, some down, some red, some green, and in Europe at around noon generally we're relatively flat. Some up, some down, but nothing really huge. So this particular web page updates itself every once in a while. So and we can actually see the futures over here. We have 3 hours and 18 minutes to the open. All right, let's take a look at the live futures. Looking kind of flat, slightly down, but pretty much flat. Gold's down a tad, and oil is down probably about $1 or so from its high. I'm glad I did not buy gas yesterday. I'm going to have to buy gas soon, but it is, I think it was $3.80 or something yesterday at the cheapest station that I know of in my immediate area here, which is pretty high from my experience anyway. Let's take a look at our account, and we want to do all accounts here, and we don't want to look at this one or this one. All right, we have we did enter this price line yesterday. Let's look at the Analyze tab on it. And I close this up and go over here to In Play. And I did not add price line here. So I will now. And here we have it. I don't understand why I'm not getting a white line here. That's very strange. I just don't understand it. And it's giving me this not traded here. And I've been seeing it on some other things too. So I'm a little bit, hesitant to jump out at anything here. Do I have, we got a white line on this one. This is the Boeing calendar that I have, and it's not doing so well. CVX, I believe I sold that one yesterday, or I bought it back, I should say. Yes, I bought CVX back yesterday, and here's why. Well, there was a double up yesterday around 2 o'clock or so. There's a double green, so I bailed on it. That may have been a mistake. I don't know. But I did. Took a small loss on it. EXC FedEx. FedEx, we have a calendar on, and we rolled that one, and it is not working out. FedEx had a very nice day yesterday. GLD, we have this bull put, and we also have a covered call on it. IWM, I don't know why that's on my in playlist. Let's see here. Yeah, we have a calendar on it. I had not marked that on the chart. Let me make a note of that. I seem to be a little scatterbrained lately. And then Priceline. I believe I marked that on the chart. Yes, I did. Okay, so, but on the Analyze tab, I don't know what's going on here. This is very strange. All right. And then yesterday we were looking at Apple. And what I did was I did a simulated calendar on Apple. We were also looking to see if we would get confirmation down here on the MACD with a red hook, and we didn't get it. So I did a simulated 540 calendar. We'll look at it here. So our strike price is at 540 up here. We'll see if it comes up there. This expires actually it expires this Friday, so we got a couple days there for it to move up, and hopefully it does. Boeing, we have a real calendar on MasterCard. Also, I did a simulated calendar on it. I've indicated it here, excuse me, and we'll see if we can pump this baby up to 80. This is a March-July calendar. All right, I'm going to mix things up a little bit here. Don't want to fall asleep at all, so I'm going to detach the chart, and I'm going to go back. I think I did this previously in the past. Stretch this out here so we get our little things up there. And for style, I'm going to pick the 30-minute chart so we can see outside of normal trading hours. And we'll zoom in here to get a picture. That's a little bit too tight. That's pretty good. So now we can see what's happening overnight or after hours, post-market, pre-market, whatever you want to call it, on our charts. And then I just use hold down the Alt key on a Windows machine and press Tab, and I can go back to my previous one, and we'll stick on the Analyze tab here as we go through the A+ list. But yes, I did get into this Priceline trade yesterday, and it is marked on the chart here. So it moved nicely. Now I put the time in here. The time should have showed up here. Why didn't it? Yeah. It's 3:04 at 3:32. That's strange. Oh, it's 3:32 in the morning. It's actually 15. There, that's a little better. All right. Sometimes I forget. Okay. A little scatterbrained today. I don't know why. I think I slept pretty well. But let's head into the A+ list here. All right, we have this simulated calendar on Apple. But we were looking for a red down here. We did not get it. Over to Amazon. Nothing account-wise there. Amazon is in a downtrend. We have a violation. Nothing going on there. We have an actual calendar, a live calendar on Boeing. We're in a downtrend. This is a violation. Glad we did not get in on this. We canceled an alert that we had on it just because of we didn't get the red line to continue here. But I do. Nothing live. We are in sort of an uptrend, and we did get a hook here, but it's just too flat. I don't like this changing color here. Might be a nice candidate for a calendar, but I want to delete all drawings. Come on. I guess I have to click on a drawing, delete all drawings. Yes. Okay. Just too flat to be of any interest for any sort of directional play, but a calendar does have possibilities. So I'm going to make a note of that. So we're post earnings here, and their earnings, wow. That's amazing. But the price of the stock didn't move? What kind of craziness is that? That doesn't make any sense at all. Huh. Celgene. Nothing live on that. Another possible calendar as it waffles around here. And I will make a note of that quickly. Just not coming up with many CSSv2 trades with this craziness that the market's doing here. That's an old piece of junk. All right, Chipotle. Nice move with their guacamole announcement. That's what we're seeing in the news now. Gee, you know what's really important? Chipotle may not serve guacamole. What? Oh my God! Well, let's buy a Chipotle because they're not going to serve guacamole, possibly because of global warming or climate change or whatever we're calling it this week. So anyway, we definitely are in an up move here, but we didn't quite get the move down here that we were looking for. So now we're going to have to wait. Now, CSSv2 is one set of rules, but if you wanted to, you could do probably relatively safely one of those old 20 delta spreads. And we could look at it here. Where are we for this week for a bull put spread with a 20 delta? We could go all the way down to, I'm going to have to open this up a little bit more. Down to 572.5. Now, there's only 2 open interest on that for this weekly. But still, well, look at this price spread. That's pretty dang huge. How does it look? Does it look tempting? I can make 40 cents on that. And it's probably pretty safe, 572.5. 572.5 puts us here, roughly. Could be questionable. I hear grandkids outside. I think I might have a invasion. So that's a possibility for just a regular old credit spread with a 20 delta. Costco. This is an old February one, no longer valid. Another one that could be a calendar, but I don't know about this earnings thing. Definitely want to stay away from this with a calendar, which is very much dependent on IV increasing rather than decreasing. That'll kill you on a calendar. Delete all drawings. Okay. So you don't want to do a calendar on that one. CVX, we have a simulated trade here that I wanted to do, but it's weird things are happening. We did bail on this yesterday. There was a double red, or a double green, I should say, here, which was told me to get out, and I did get out for a small loss. And it turns out I probably should have stayed in. but I was following my rules. Igor continues to climb. Probably would be a good candidate also for a 20 delta, not a CSSv2, but a 20 delta, and maybe just doing something with regular March expiration, which is only 2.5 weeks away. 20 delta would give you a 185, might be a little tight. 185. And it's down here. That might be okay, but it's running right now. It's not giving, this would be the time to get in here. It's running right now, and it's not giving us that opportunity. So I would take a pass on that. FedEx, we are in with a put calendar. Take a look at the risk profile. It's actually up a tad. And so that's where we are here. Looking for a pullback here. We'll see. We tested the 50. We'll see if that holds. But there is no CSSv2 yet. If we get a hook down, get in. So this is a setup here. It's a secondary setup, but a setup nonetheless. All right, I made a note. Gold. We have a covered call in this. A couple other things going on. We have a covered call. We have this CSSv2 trade, which we did get a red down on the MACD, but we didn't on the stochastic, as a matter of fact. It's climbing pretty nicely. Probably might get a hook down on the stochastic today, but we'll just have to wait and see on that one. And then our covered call is way out in April. Nothing to worry about on that one at this time. Google was another one that I did a calendar on, and it's not giving me anything here. I don't know why it's doing that, but we didn't quite get down to our secondary hook here. We got a secondary hook up here, and that may be a good thing, because even with a day like yesterday, we still ended up with a red candle. So that may be telling us something. So it's keeping us out of these questionable trades. But I was still shooting for a 1225 calendar on this, which was right up here for this Friday. We'll see if these numbers pop in after the market opens. All right, I'm going to try to move a little bit faster. It's getting late. We have a live calendar here on IWM. It had a wonderful day. No CSSv2 trades here. So our calendar, we're getting smoked on that calendar. And I'll fix this so we can see it a little bit better. That's a calendar that expires this month, and it's at the point now. Let's see, max loss is 338, and we are down 194. I'll have to decide if I want to get out of this or not, or if I want to try rolling this March to something else. I'll check that out. We had 5 of these buggers too. That could be a pricey mistake. Okay, moving right along. LinkedIn. All right, we had. This was a violation, but still would have ended up being a good trade. So now we're looking for something to move back up here to give us another entry. So we might get that. We could get that all in one day. And no pre-market or post-market indications on that right now. MasterCard. We have a simulated calendar on that. We have a flat. We're flat here, so nothing going on there. So what I'm doing with these calendars is I'm just picking either a move up or a move down. So in this case we're at 80, so I'm looking for a move up to here. And I did a March, July, and we could roll this March to May and to June, and then finally maybe turn it into a credit spread or a debit spread or something in July. Just don't know. So we're going to just keep an eye on that one. 3M. Nothing going there. Oh, we have a setup on 3. Oh, but we have a downtrend. Dang it. This is another one that may be eligible for a calendar. And this one I might just go a little bit on the put side with this, because we just had a hook down in this. This is kind of cool, where the exponential, which is the ones with the dot, that's the moving average with the dot, is still moving up, whereas the simple has moved down. Usually the exponential is a leading indicator, so this is kind of unusual. Netflix, what do we got going here? Well, I got a bunch of old stuff here. Alright, Netflix, we didn't get our move down here. Got a nice pop up here. I'm going to delete all drawings, just so I'm not distracted by this target down here or anything else on the chart. After hours yesterday, it managed to stay up, no trades today at this time. Nice, smart little move up. Could possibly throw a calendar on this one too, maybe around 460 for an expiration on Friday. We'll have to see. Simulated calendars don't cost anything. So, Priceline, we are in Priceline here, so we're just going to move on and take a look at the Russell. Old trade here that I was looking at. Very nice move in the Russell here. Maybe a calendar for this week too. Let's just take a look. Russell's kind of pricey, so I'm, oh, this one, does this expire on Thursday? Let's take a look here. Priceline. Yeah, this expires on Thursday. I don't know that I'm interested in a calendar on this, but let's see what would happen if we did one. What are we looking at here? Maybe one at 1,200, so a little bit of a pullback. It would cost us $540 and could return more than 500. So I'm going to lock this one in. So we'll put this one in as a simulated calendar as well. SPX, nothing going on there. It, of course, had a nice move yesterday as well. We had a target set down here. It's no longer valid. We're going to delete all drawings on it, just in case, sometimes way back here there's drawings. We want to get rid of those because they slow everything down if you have too many drawings. Old trade here. Tesla is wallowing around here. Almost gave us a hook here, but we did not get any confirmation on the MACD. So, another possible calendar candidate for this week. Wednesday calendars. Today is Wednesday, isn't it? I mean, I'm so goofed up now, I may not even know what the heck day of the week it is. I know I said it at the beginning of the video, but it doesn't mean I remembered it. And Visa, no live trades. Another possible calendar candidate. And they're just all over the place. When you're seeing stuff like this, you just say, well, pick it. You could pick it from this. I mean, even the MACD is flat here. It's not even telling you anything. And we're right in the middle here, too. So if the stochastic is up here and you're looking for a calendar for Friday, you might want to pick something on the put side within a deviation, one standard deviation. For instance, on this one, well, we're right in the middle here, so you might have to go practically at the money. But if you look here, it's actually telling you what a standard deviation is from this 225 based on, we go here, based on expiration. So this is one standard deviation here. In this highlighted area, this is one standard deviation. And we could say set slices to there. Now we have the standard deviation clearly marked. So you could pick one at 220 if the stochastic is at 20, or you pick one at 230 if the stochastic's at 80. And in this case, it's neither. So just forget about it. There may not be any movement. So that's just, I guess, sort of the way that I would look at a calendar for any of these is using the standard deviation for this Friday's expiration and which direction it's going to move. So I was talking about Netflix. I'll just take a quick look at that. All right, I would look at Netflix because we're approaching the 80 here. I would be looking at Netflix at the 410 strike, which is, whoa, that's way down here. That's not right. Oh, this is 3.5. Okay, let's change it to here. All right, and we want to set slices to that. So I'd be looking at maybe like a 440. Yeah, that would make some sense, 440. So let's jump up here and that would be a put calendar. And how much is that going to cost us? $260. And this is what we would be looking at. Let's spread this out a little bit. Oops. And whip that back here. So this is where our standard deviation is. We might want to maybe see what other choices with 445. That might be a little bit more practical. So if we hit 440, somewhere in here, we're still doing okay. And it's only $263. So I'm going to lock that in. No, I'm not going to lock it in because prices will change. Unlock. There we go. Prices will change. This is really long. I hope you're okay with that. Because this is like a double subject video. So, I don't know, 2 for the price of 1? Maybe. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll be setting up a bunch of these simulated calendars, and we're just going to see how they work out. I may actually get into a couple of them, just because sometimes, when I think, oh, let's do some calendars, first let's test them under current market conditions, and then by the time I go live, market conditions change. So this is the strategy for a flat, undecided market, I guess you might say. At least it would be my strategy. So that's it for today. I really apologize for the length, but hopefully it's of value to you. It's certainly of value to me to talk this out loud, which is basically what I'm doing here. So have a great day and happy trading.